Good evening, Ohio. I'm Chief Weather Forecaster Nicholas Dunn from Ohio News and Weather, and this is your weather update from your First Alert Weather Center. It was a very interesting day on the weather market. We talked about the threat for freezing rain. It still is there. We did not expect any advisories to come out. However, there have been some alerts issued. We're going to go over those with you in just a few moments. Let's kick things off with the almanac today from the Port Columbus International Airport for January 2nd, 2015. Our high and low today, 37 and 25, and that's pretty much right on target with our average for this time of the year. Sunrise tomorrow morning, although we won't get to really see it, will be at 7:54 a.m. and sunset, we probably won't get to see that either. It will be at 5:18 p.m. Our records for this day, record high was 64, set back in 2000. Record low, 13 below zero, set many years ago, and I don't see us getting to that margin tonight. Currently at the 10 p.m. observation at the Port Columbus International Airport, it's 30 degrees under cloudy skies with a dew point of 21. A little bit of a light breeze out of the southeast at 5 miles per hour, making it feel like 28, and the barometric pressure is falling, which would indicate that there is a system on the horizon. And here's our current weather alerts. Areas in blue from Defiance to Toledo, Mansfield, Cleveland, over here to Lima. I'm also up in Ashtabula County. All these places are anything winter weather advisory. Now, the National Service of Northern Indiana feels that northwest Ohio over here, far northwest Ohio, could see a little bit of snow and sleet mixed in. Any accumulations will be little there. Freezing rain advisory for the counties here in pink, so from basically north of Dayton through Columbus over to Newark and points north and west of there until you hit Lima. Freezing rain advisory for a few 1/100ths of an inch to possibly a 1/10 of an inch of freezing rain. The same goes for the winter weather advisory here for northeast Ohio. About a 1/10 of an inch of freezing rain is possible. Areas down here, eastern Ohio, southeast Ohio, southwest Ohio, south central Ohio, you guys are not under any alerts, but this does not mean that you won't see any freezing rain. Just feel that according to what the National Service was saying, very brief period of potential for freezing rain likely to cause no travel problems. Take a look at current temperatures. We have a 25 in Toledo, 28 in Cleveland, 25 in Mansfield. Again, 30 here in Columbus. It is still 36 in Cincinnati, so even if there was any precipitation falling now, it would be in the form of plain rain in southwest Ohio. Everybody else is below freezing, but clouds will begin to thicken, and some of these temperatures will begin to rise, thus the concern for freezing rain being primarily along and north of I-70. We could see an advisory issue for eastern Ohio, but really would have thought that they would have issued it by this point. Taking a look at overnight lows tonight, some of us are already kind of close to these lows, so see some of these numbers will likely need to be adjusted just slightly. Areas in pink is where we could see the freezing rain and icy mix. Again, there are areas that are not under that advisory, but that does not mean you won't see it. Temperatures will rise after midnight. Lows tonight, 26 in Defiance, 28 in Lima, 27 in Mansfield, 28 in Zanesville, 31 in Marietta, and 33 in Cincinnati. Areas in southern Ohio have the greatest chance of staying at plain rain, although I cannot completely rule out a brief period of freezing rain or sleet, but it should be less than an hour. And now we're going to take a look at our 7-day forecast from central Ohio for tomorrow. Morning ice, and then we're going to transition to afternoon rain and thunderstorms. How's that sound over a 12-hour time period? That's Ohio weather for you if you ask me. 100% chance of precipitation with a high of 54, so again, any ice will be very limited and will melt away very quickly. Low Saturday night in the mid to upper 40s, and that'll be our high for Sunday as well. That'll occur probably just after midnight on Saturday. Highs on Sunday in the mid 40s, lows dropping to the teens. Monday, wow, we cool off big time. Highs struggling to reach 20 degrees. Tuesday, our first big accumulating snow of the season, if you want to call it big, may impact the region with 1 to 3 inches of snow the way we see it right now. Highs in the low 20s. Look at these overnight lows, dipping down to the single digits, and Wednesday night we could get below zero. It could also be a little bit blustery at times, so wind chills may easily go below zero Wednesday and Thursday. Very cold both of those days, highs not making it to 20 degrees. Friday we do warm up just a little bit with highs back into the upper 20s. Take a look at northeast Ohio. Again, tomorrow morning ice changing to rain by afternoon, highs in the upper 40s. Sunday some leftover scattered showers and a high in the mid 40s, but overnight lows in the teens. Temperatures will fall through the day. Monday will be cloudy with a high in the low 20s. Tuesday, accumulating snow possible and high of 27. Wednesday and Thursday, we're cold here as well. but lows may not get as cold in this part of the state. We'll see how the models continue to watch the temperature trend. We'll also keep you up to date on that as well. Friday, we drop, but we're cloudy and cold, and a high in the low 20s. Take a look at Northwest Ohio tomorrow. Icy mix will be changing over to rain with a high in the mid 40s. Same thing for Sunday, although it should be all rain, with rain early and a high in the mid 40s. Temperatures falling back into the 20s at night. Monday, we are cloudy as we prepare for that cold weather here in Northwest Ohio as well, with a high in the lower 20s and lows falling back into the teens. Tuesday, light snow moves into the region, could accumulate with a high in the upper teens. Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, we're stuck in the teens under stubborn clouds for most of those 72-hour time frame there, when overnight lows fly back into the single digits. Take a look at southeast Ohio. Tomorrow morning, mix of ice and rain changing over to plain rain. We could even see a few thunderstorms here as well, on a high of 58. Sunday, it's not out of the question. We could see 60 degrees right along the Ohio River counties before temperatures plummet into the teens Sunday night. So we look at that temperature contrast. That's over 40 degrees that will be falling in a 24-hour time period. Yikes! It's a very sharp contrast for this part of the state. Take a look at Monday, cloudy and a high in the upper 20s. Tuesday afternoon, snow likely will accumulate to a couple inches, high in the upper 20s. And we cool off for Wednesday and Thursday. Overnight lows falling to the single digits for 3 consecutive nights before we begin to take the rebound trend on the upward direction for temperatures by Friday, and the high in the upper 20s. And rounding out our forecast for southwest Ohio, looking at tomorrow, overcast, heavy rain and high near 60, and same thing for Friday, thunderstorms early. Temperatures will plummet in the afternoon, fall back into the upper 20s. Monday, scattered clouds and a high of 26. Snow moves in Monday night into Tuesday. Looks like it won't be too much of an accumulation problem here. The northern part of southwest Ohio could see a little bit in the way of accumulation. Highs in mid 20s. And we cool off drastically for Wednesday and Thursday. Overnight lows falling back into the single digits here as well. And for Friday, clouds will thicken up once again in a high of 25. So once again, keep it tuned to Ohio's News Center and its networks for updates on the freezing rain situation through the overnight hours. We'll continue to keep you posted here all night long. And for everybody that contributed to these graphics tonight, Ken from Mid-Ohio by Weather Update, and also Kelly from Ohio Extreme Storm Chasers, we wish you a good night, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.